Hey everyone, it's Julie here with TipRanks. Today we're taking a look at two 10 out of 10 dividend stocks. So let's get into it. All right, guys, welcome back. Thank you all so much for being here and TGI Friday. Today we're taking a look at two dividend stocks in the financial sector that both score a 10 out of 10 on the TipRanks SmartScore. That is a data-driven score that looks at 8 unique factors and measures a stock's likelihood to outperform the overall market. On top of this perfect 10 score, these stocks also come in with a strong buy consensus from Wall Street analysts. So we're going to take a look at these companies, what it is that they do, and what those analysts are predicting for the stock's future. I found these using the TipRanks Stock Screener. Found underneath the screener menu, here I put in the filters for a 10 out of 10 smart score, a strong buy consensus in the financial sector with a high dividend yield to get a list of companies below. You can check out the stock screener for yourself on the TipRanks website or right on the TipRanks mobile app, which you can download using links in the description below. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and that you're subscribed to the channel. Now let's dive right into our two 10 out of 10 dividend stocks. First on the list, we're taking a look at Jefferies. They trade under the ticker JEF, currently priced just shy of $62 per share. They are in the red nearly 17% over the past year, but have been climbing back up recently, gaining about 11% in both the last 6 months and 3 months. Jefferies is a global investment banking and financial services firm headquartered in New York. Founded back in 1959, they provide a wide range of services, including investment banking, equities and fixed income trading, research, wealth management, and asset management. They serve corporations, governments, and institutional investors across a wide range of industries, with over 40 offices worldwide. Looking at their 10 out of 10 TipRanks Smart Score, a couple of things stand out, including a big increase in hedge fund activity, with holdings increasing by 1.9 million shares last quarter. That was largely driven by 2 hedge funds increasing existing positions. We also saw an increase under Crowd Wisdom, where we saw the overall portfolios holding the Jefferies stock increase by nearly 16% in the past month. Jefferies began paying out their dividend in 2010, following a period of financial restructuring after the 2008 financial crisis, and they've been paying it consistently ever since. They've also been consistently growing that dividend for 13 years, and over the last 10 years, they have a compound annual growth rate of nearly 22%. Their latest quarterly dividend was 40 cents per share for a dividend yield of 2.52%, well above the sector average of 1.3%. They did come out with mixed results for their latest quarter, which came out on January 7th, seeing an earnings miss but a revenue beat. The earnings were impacted by a markdown due to the collapse of auto parts company First Brands. Earnings per share of 85 cents fell 3 cents short of analysts' expectations, while revenue climbed 5% year over year to $2.07 billion, beating by $80 million. Following that earnings report, we did have a 5-star analyst from Oppenheimer reiterate their buy rating, along with a price target of $97, which they set back in December, where they noted that the firm believes the company's strong growth trajectory remains in place for 2026 and 2027. They assume Jefferies will completely impair its $113 million investment in Point Bonita Funds, which takes down its earnings per share to quarter to 80 cents, which it did come in ahead of. They see the rebound in mergers and underwriting activity as catalysts for the stock. The Jefferies stock does just have 4 current analyst ratings, but comes in as a strong buy with 3 buys and 1 hold. And the average price target comes in at nearly $80 per share, implying an upside potential of over 28%. Looking at those price targets down below, on the low end we do have that hold rating coming in just shy of a 10% upside, while our high-end price target is that one from Oppenheimer with an upside of nearly 57%. And for our second stock today, we're taking a look at FNB. They trade under the ticker FNB, currently priced at $17.57 per share. Their stock has gained over 15% in the past year, and in the last 3 months is up the same, about 15.5%. Looking at their 10 out of 10 score on the TipRanks Smart Score, they also have a notable increase in hedge fund activity, with holdings increasing by 1.7 million shares. That is based on quite a few hedge funds starting brand new positions in the stock and a couple existing ones increasing. FNB is a diversified financial services holding company operating primarily through First National Bank, providing commercial and retail banking, wealth management, insurance, leasing, and consumer finance services to individuals, businesses, and communities across 7 states. With over $45 billion in assets, they emphasize digital innovation, community involvement, and personalized solutions in a competitive regional banking landscape. FNB has a great track record of dividends going back about 50 years, as they've been paying since their IPO in 1974. Their current dividend comes in at 12 cents per share, which it's maintained pretty consistently recently and gives them a dividend yield of 2.73%. They just shared their latest quarterly report a few days ago on January 20th, where we saw an earnings beat and revenue in line with expectations. Earnings per share of 47 cents beat estimates by 6 cents per share, while revenue climbed 22% year over year, reaching $457.7 million. Management noted that the company achieved multiple records for fiscal 2025, including all-time revenue highs for 7 of their fee-based businesses, total revenue of $1.8 billion operating net income, and operating earnings per diluted share of $1.59. Following that earnings report, we did see several Wall Street analysts increase their price target, including a 5-star analyst at Piper Sandler. They noted core earnings per share beat by 23% on a lower tax rate and lower credit costs. They view the tax rate benefit as driven by a core tax credit business that has lowered second half of the year tax rates 5 out of the last 7 years. They expect the 2026 outlook, that includes mid-single-digit loan growth and stronger credit outlook, to raise consensus modestly and support their unchanged earnings per share. With 5 current analyst ratings, FNB does come in as a unanimous strong buy. And the average price target of $20 per share implies an upside potential of 14.5%. Looking at those price targets down below, we can see those analysts recently boosting their price targets, with upsides ranging from 13.7% to 19.45%. So that is a quick look at 2 strong buy dividend-paying stocks, both scoring a 10 out of 10 on the TipRanks SmartScore. Let me know your thoughts on these companies in the comments down below. I always love hearing from you guys. And please keep in mind these videos are never a suggestion to buy or sell any specific stock, so make sure you always do your own research and due diligence. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you back here next time.